What is going on, everyone? It's your boy B, Skeletor BSK, coming at you from the style of gaming. Perplexed how a huge Marvel game landed exclusively on the Switch? Whatever reason you're here, this is Should You Buy in 5, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Ultimate Alliance 3 released Friday, August 19th exclusively for the Nintendo Switch with varying perceptions from fans and critics across the board. Developed by Koei Tecmo and a division of Team Ninja, Ultimate Alliance 3 handles the series the same way its predecessors did, implementing 4-player co-op in an over-the-top camera action adventure title. The story to Ultimate Alliance 3 is not for your hardened comic fans, though they will enjoy some oddball characters not normally addressed in the MCU. But it is very clear that this game is oriented for the cinematic universe fans, and there are only subtle deep dives into additional lore from Marvel. The Guardians of the Galaxy discover that Thanos is looking to gather the Infinity Stones, accidentally teleport to the raft, the Guardians meet with Nick Fury and the Avengers that sets our heroes on their quest to stop Thanos. Fighting an array of baddies from a vast number of Marvel franchises and traveling to just as many worlds, you alone or with friends gather to stop the forces of the Black Order on your way to gather the stones and ultimately defeat Thanos. Very straightforward, very little meat and potatoes, ball action. The gameplay to Ultimate Alliance 3 takes the main stage alongside the narrative as it provides the most substance to this title. The story itself has very lackluster writing, it's kitschy at points, the way that comics work, and it does work at points, but anticlimactic and predictable outcomes tether good characters and excellent voice cast to a lackluster narrative. Ultimate Alliance 3 has some very awesome elements to it in terms of combat. It's very simple, and the fact that each character only has 4 moves that level up makes things very streamlined and helps support the synergy system, the combo mechanism of the game. Your team orientation gives you specific buffs such as group of Avengers or X-Men, and offering varying stats that are also influenced by your giant hexagon upgrade map that provides overall stat buffs to any member you have on a team. Most notable, though, is the ISO system that are crystals found in-game that influence overall stats and proc chances such as critical, extreme damage, and such. As I said, this game follows a very similar flow to its predecessors, one being the ultimate extreme combos available to all characters. These essentially provide a 5th move to each character and something to consider when fighting and how to strategize. However, at the end of the day, the combat in this game is far from enticing in the technical aspect. The camera is an absolute nightmare in combat. The use of all 4 ultimate causes extreme frame rate drops. Your characters are hard to follow in all the particles, and it's just a plethora of negatives when you're playing this game. With those negatives, however, the basic scheme helps your friends to jump in and feel useful, and that's awesome, but that's on the small chance that you have the rest of your team and who your friends want to play leveled properly. Playing with a comfortable team is good, but note all your other characters will fall to story-based levels that will require you to use your precious XP cube collectibles to level them out. Infinity Rifts offer the greatest potential for leveling, but Ultimate Alliance 3 gives very little reason to actually go back and grind that hard for these challenges and leveling your characters. The music and visuals of Ultimate Alliance 3 provide some of the best elements of this title. While this game isn't the most technically proficient, the quality seems perfect for the type of narrative and gameplay that is offered. The cinematics are gorgeous and feel just like an MCU film with extreme close-up, heavy pans, the works, and it's just fantastic. I loved watching the cinematic. They provide a meaningful break from the seriously repetitive combat and the array of particles launching in your face through the core game. Addressing the particles in this game, they are both good and bad, but ultimately they are out of control. The good because it's a spectacle to see everything happening on screen. The bad is when the fact that all of this together starts clipping and having extreme frame rate drops and audio tearing. As I stated earlier, the camera work is whack at so many places, but the voice actor work is pretty much 99% excellent. Shout out to pretty much every single Spider-Man PS4 actor being in this game. As always, should you buy this game? Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 The Black Order is a mouthful, and it's full of things. It's filled with things I'm certain Super Marvel fans are going to love. It's very easy to pick up and game with your friends, it's not too difficult, and is a quick thrill with its story being roughly 10 hours. You might replay some things, you might not, because the game does really nothing to compel that. This game is kind of one and done for me. I had a lot of fun, but I was also really frustrated with the experience. The game has this expectation that you will play over and over again with very little to actually meet the demands unless you're okay with just playing the story and essentially the story over and over again in bite-sized fragments they call challenges. I think there are a lot of good things here. Great art direction, awesome superhero soundtrack, and the potential of an awesome couch co-op smash 'em up. but everything a serious gamer wants is missing from this game. This game was designed for MCU fans, and that's not a bad thing at all, but this game introduces a few new pieces to a story that many of us have been experiencing and grew with for the last 10 years. You should buy this game when the price is reduced. I say $20 is a good price on this game, but full price is a stretch to the core package that Koei Tecmo delivered with a lack of substantial endgame and content to keep me coming back.